Okay, so very good afternoon, guys. Let's start with our today's lecture. So I hope everybody yesterday they have watched my lecture, and who missed it, I've also shared the YouTube links with them. Everybody got the link? The first demo recorded class link, did you get? If anyone did not receive the link, suppose you have not received the link, then please ensure that you're part of this WhatsApp group. Okay? How to join the WhatsApp group? Just send a message to 9632 629033. In case if you don't get the links of daily recorded classes, they will provide it. Okay? Now, yesterday I talked about two important keywords in Java. What are the two important keywords we covered? What are the two important keywords we covered yesterday? Class and new keyword. Okay. So what does class keyword does? It will help us to create object. So we just wrote class A, open curly braces, close the curly braces. This is to define the boundary of class. Then what did we do? New keyword. We are applying new keyword on class A, parenthesis semicolon. What does this do? It will send a request to the class, and the class will end up generating one object, and that object's address new keyword will get it. So this is step 1, send request to class. Step 2, create an object. Step number 3, get the object's address and store that into a reference variable. So ultimately, step number 4, your reference variable will have object's address. Okay. So this is what we discussed in short yesterday. Okay. I hope my audio is clear for all of you and people do not have any problem with audio. At my end, everything looks fine. Okay. Now, today's lecture, we are going to look at what do you mean by static and non-static. Okay. Please carry the notebooks with you. From today, notes will also be given, because along with learning, when you again write that, learning will become much better. Okay. So let's make a habit of writing it. But when I tell to write, then you will write. Don't write anything now. Okay. Just keep listening now. Okay. So let us understand the meaning of static and non-static. See this. I have a class A. Now this particular class can consist of two types of members. How many types of members can be present here? Two types of members can be present here. One, I can have here static members. Two, I can create here non-static members. Sir, what are these two things? What is the difference between these two things? Right? What is the difference? Let's try to understand that with a quick example. So I'm going to create here a class. And in this class A, let's do one thing. Let us create here one variable called as int x is equal to 10. For now, what is a variable? Variable holds some value, and int is a data type which defines what value can be stored in x. If I write int, I can store integer value like plus or minus 10, plus or minus 20, but I cannot store 20.3. Okay. We'll talk about variables bit later. Now on this variable, I will apply the keyword static. When I tell it's a keyword, will you write in lowercase or uppercase? Lowercase. Keywords are always written in what? Lowercase. Which means this variable x, I'm applying static keyword. What happens when I make it static? Question number 1. One more variable I will create here, int y is equal to 100. Without static keyword, what happens here? Observe. When I create an object in my program, how do we create an object? A1 is equal to new A. Correct? When I create an object in my program, when I write new A, one request is made to the class. And this class will create one object. A request is made to the class, and this class will create one object. Now, when this object is created, guys, listen carefully. When an object is created, only the non-static member. Sir, how did you know this? Why is non-static? Have I returned static keyword here? Whenever, okay, it is non-static. When an object is created, non-static member will get loaded to that object. What will get loaded to that object? Non-static member. Static member cannot go to object. Point number one. If I make anything static, don't write anything, I'll give you notes later. When I make anything static, it means it cannot go to the object. Anything that is non-static, it means it will get loaded into the object when object is created. Fine. Once object is created, non-static member is loaded. We will get the address of that object, and that address is then stored in reference variable A1. Is this point clear? Point number one, is this clear? Yes, online students, please do let me know. Okay, so what happens with static? What is the meaning of static? Definitely we are going to talk about that next. Okay, but let's take more examples on this now. Okay, let's take more examples on this. So I'm going to create here a class A. Correct? Now this particular class, I'm going to write here int x is equal to 10, and let me write down int y is equal to 20. Okay? Have I applied static keyword on it? Akash, have I applied static keyword on it? Please tell me. No. If I do not apply static keyword on it, which means these two variables created by me are what? Non-static. Did you understand? Why non-static? Because static keyword is not applied on it. But now suppose I write here, see this, static int z is equal to 500. Have I applied static keyword on it? Because of the static keyword applied, this will be what? Static or non-static? This is going to be static. Fine. Now, when you create an object, A1 is equal to new A. Listen carefully. When you write this statement new A, when you write this statement new A, what is happening? A request is made to the class. And what this class will do? This class will generate one object. And to that object, will static get loaded to the object? Will the static go to the object? No, it will not go to the object. Will non-static go to the object? Will this go to the object? Will this go to the object? Yes. So when it is non-static, non-static members are loaded to the object. Now that object's address, I'm going to get it back with the help of new keyword, and that address is further stored in what? A1. Till here clear now? Okay. Now what happens with static then? Every class has one common memory. This is the class common memory. Right now, understand class has its own common memory. We'll talk about the memory management more in detailed manner later. For now, layman terms, there is something called as common memory. Okay. Now, whenever you make anything static, that class has its own common memory. So this common memory belongs to what? Class. To that common memory of the class, what is loaded? Static. To that common memory of the class, what is loaded? Static, which means static belongs to class. Static belongs to class, and non-static belongs to. Did you understand the difference here? First difference is clear. Correct? So tell me, static belongs to what? Class. And non-static belongs to what? Okay. Now, I want to access the content of the object. Okay, I want to access the content of the object. Firstly, to locate the object, I have to use what? A1. Because A1 has the location of the object, address of the object. So I'm going to now use here A1. A1 will do what? A1 will help me locate the object. A1 will help me locate the object. Point number one. Once the object is located, now I'm going to write here, I'm going to write here dot. The meaning of dot is now enter the object. Understand this way. As a beginner, understand this way. A1 locate the object, dot enter the object. Inside that object now give me variable x. Did you understand? Again see this here. A1, what A1 will do? What A1 will do? It will help me locate the object because that has the address. Then after dot. What is the meaning of dot? Enter the object. And in that object give me what? Variable y. Okay? Now, because x and y belongs to object, I'm using object's address to go to that object, dot enter the object, and in that give me variable x and y. Okay, everybody clear with this so far? But when it comes to static, static belongs to what? Class. What is the class name here? A. So because static belongs to class, I will use a class name. By using the class name, I'm going to this class common memory. And in that, I'm writing a what? Dot. Meaning, enter the common memory. And in that, give me variable z. Did you all get this now? Everybody, did you understand this now? Can we just write this pictorial thing, what I did right now? Quickly, then I will type the program, then I'll give you notes on this and we'll continue further. Okay, quickly make a note of it, guys. Quickly make a note of it. Let me just check once here. Okay, fine. So we have the backup here. Fine, make a note of it. Understand and write down. And after few classes, you will write the programs without seeing the projectors. Okay? The first part of the lecture is to remember the syntaxes, remember, okay, to write the code without seeing. Because in interview, if syntaxes are wrong, immediately you're rejected. They'll not even see the logic. Right? You see many times people attending interviews here in the cabins, online interview. Sometimes you listen to the recruiter, directly they tell, ensure syntaxes are correct. They're very clear about it. Students should not struggle. When a sheet of paper is given and I tell them to write program, you should not struggle to write. So initially, write the programs on sheet of paper as many times as you can, then type the program. Okay? We will talk about the memory management in a detailed manner, stack and heap. Right now, I'm using a layman term called as common memory. Got it? We will look at the memory management in Java when I take the concept stack memory, heap memory in Java. Okay? Right. We'll talk about it. When we use static, when we use non-static, we will talk about this. Is this clear? Now, let's continue further. Observe. Now, I need to run this program. So for now, I'll just go online and I would type here online Java compiler. Now I have this compiler JDoodle. Let me pick that up and let me delete this complete thing and rename this class to A. Tell me one thing. If I remove main method, can I run this class? No. Why? It is mandatory to have a main method in order to run the class. Yesterday I gave you some analogy of a book. Now, when you create static and non-static members, let's see this more carefully in a detailed manner how to create. I just gave you one overview now, but now we will learn this in detailed manner. Observe. Firstly, I want all of you to write down the heading non-static. Non-static. Okay? And stop writing and see here. Firstly, whenever I want to create a non-static member, whenever I want to create a non-static variable, let's be very specific. I want to create a non-static variable. Now this class has public static void main, shortcut. I'm writing it in shortcut. Okay, don't get confused. Whatever you see here, public static void main, I'm writing that in what? Shortcut. Okay. Whenever you create a non-static variable, it has to be inside class but outside method. Where will you create it? You will create that inside class, outside method. This tick mark, whatever tick mark I put here, is it inside class, outside method? Yes. Okay. This tick mark, is it inside class, outside method? Why? क्यों भाई? क्लास के अंदर और मेथड के बाहर ही है ना. हाँ फिर अभी फ्राइडे के लिए टाइम है. Right? Everybody got this? What am I telling you? Look at here now. This tick mark is inside class, outside method. This tick mark is also inside class, outside method, which means I can create non-static variables here. Okay. So point number one, very carefully see this here. Do not write down. Please observe firstly. Point number one, we create non-static variables outside methods but inside class. Okay, inside class. That is, if I have to create a variable here, I need to create it this way. I will write here int x is equal to 10. Okay, I can also create that variable here or here, but usually variables are created in the beginning. But even if you create here, it will work as long as it is outside method. If you create inside method, it is not non-static then. It's a different kind of variable. I'll come to that later. Local variable. We'll come to that later. Okay. Don't create inside method and tell it is working. It will work. I did not mean it will not work. What I'm trying to tell you is whenever you create a variable outside method, inside class, outside method, inside class. Perfect. So let's do that here. Now what I will do, create an object. A1 is equal to new A. What happens when I write this line of code? An object is created. Object's address is present in what? A1. And inside that object, what is loaded? Inside that object, what is loaded? Can you tell me? Got it, everyone? Now I want to print this. So how do I access that? Firstly, A1 to locate object, dot, enter the object, give me variable x. And how do we print it? How do we print it? System.out.println. I'll write it in shortcut, SOP. Is this clear? Everyone? Yes? See this now. So let's go back here and I'm going to create a variable int x is equal to 10. See, where am I creating? Okay. Right now, we don't know what is public, what is void, what is static. We are still exploring it. We will all learn these words one by one. The approach that I will take to teach you Java will be slightly different. We'll firstly explore these keywords in Java slowly. Then only we should be comfortable in terms of writing the programs. Okay. Now what I will do, I'll write here A1 is equal to new A. And then system dot out dot println and let us print A1 dot x. What is the output it is going to print? What is the output? What is the value present in x? 10. What is the output I'm getting here? Can you see that? Is this clear? Is point number one clear? Online students, can you please tell me? Is point number one clear? Online students? Excellent. Okay, let's move ahead further. Now see this. We create non-static variables outside method inside class without using static keyword. Let's add this without using static keyword. Okay, point number one is clear. Point number two, let me write here. What is that? When an object is created, non-static member will be loaded into that object. Is this point clear? Yes. Now, let me elaborate this point more. Okay, with an example now. See this. So, let's do one thing. Let's remove this example and let me explain this slightly in a more detailed manner. I have a class. Now, you need to keep talking with me in the class, okay? Not with your friends, but you need to interact with me. Now, if I want to create a non-static variable, shall I create it out inside class outside method like this? Yes. One more variable created. Yes. Able to understand the programs now? Now, main method. Is it mandatory to write main method? Yes. What is this curly braces here? Boundary of main. What is the curly braces of this one here? Boundary of class. Let me create here A1 is equal to new A. What is happening at this line? Object is created. So let's write here object is created. Now what is loaded in the object? Only X, only Y, or both? Both are loaded. Excellent. And where is the object's address? The reference of object is present in A1. If I want to print X and Y, how will I print it? If I want to print X and Y, how will we print it? First SOP to print, to access the object content A1 dot X. Simple. SOP A1 dot Y. Is this clear? Everyone? So what is the output of this line? What is the output of this line? 10. What is the output of this line? 20. Okay, is this clear? See this now? Go back here. Let's write down int y is equal to 20. Now if I want to print y, again we need to write one more system dot out dot println, and then you're going to print here y. And what is it printing? 10 and 20. Is this clear? Okay. So we are going to write down these notes firstly, and then more points we will add. Okay. I want you people to write this down. Okay. Online students, I hope you're able to understand the things clearly, and even the offline students. Yesterday's class, today's class. Okay. You have to go in sequence. Yesterday's class missed, then full clarity you will not have. If you want to have excellent clarity on the subject, all classes you have to attend. One class you miss, next class will become confusion. See, again, that's a variable, right? See, where you're creating objects, technically, which memory is the object getting created? It's not about where are you writing the statement to create object. We need to understand when an object is created in Java, which part of the memory object is created. So for that, we'll talk about heap memory later. We'll not discuss about that now. Wherever you create objects are physically created in heap memory. Got it? Whether I write object creation statement inside main, outside main, but once object is created, we have heap memory in Java. But I'm not talking about that right now. Okay? I'm going with a very layman terms explanation to begin with. Yes. Tell me, Sovik, what is your question? You can put in the chat box. Huh. Tell me, you want to talk? You can talk.
Yes, sir. Sir, when object is not created, only main method is created, and before main method, then I variable is a non-static variable is right. Then the program is run execute.
Yes, we'll talk about that. I got your question. I will Discuss about it, not now. See, the sequence in which the program will execute. Where are variables stored when the program executes? Where is main method? In which part of the memory main method is running? Where are objects created? These all questions we have it. Okay, we'll all discuss about it, but you need to give me some time. Is this clear? Okay, until and unless stack and heap memory, again, it's a question related to stack and heap memory. Because the program execution flow, if you want to get that, we should have idea about stack and heap. Okay, let's continue. Now, I want you people to make a note of this now. Write this down. Quickly make a note of this program. Just see the program, try to write down without seeing. See the program, try to write down without seeing. See once, head down, without seeing, write the program. Whatever doubts are there, put it in the chat box, guys. If it is relevant to this class, I'll pick that doubt. If the topic is not related to this class, ahead I'm going to teach you, I will not explain that in between. But you can put your doubts. फर्स्टली तो आउट, ये डाउट जो है आने नहीं दूंगा. ये कोशिश करेगी कि क्लास में कोई डाउट पूछे ही ना मुझे. ठीक है, दिस विल बी माई एफर्ट्स फ्रॉम माई साइड दैट यू डोंट आस्क मी क्वेश्चन ओनली. स्टार्टिंग में बहुत सिली सिली क्वेश्चंस आएंगे. जैसे ही 2 महीने का कोर्स हो जाएगा, फिर सारे डाउट्स खत्म हो जाएंगे. ओके, राइट. What is the use of static keyword? See, object oriented programming is applicable on objects. Inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, encapsulation, these all is applicable on object, which means this is applicable on non-static members, not on static. When I do inheritance, which I'll teach you further, it is on object. What is present inside object? Non-static, which means it is applicable on what? Non-static. It is not applicable on static. We'll all talk about this one by one, the purpose later. Okay. Now, let's continue further. Now, the next thing, observe here. The next thing is this. Every time we create an object, observe. Okay. Every time we create an object, okay, a copy of non-static member is loaded into that object. Now, this is very, very important point. Observe here. Okay, let me explain first. Do not write anything. Okay. Now, I'm going to write here class A. Okay, I'm going to write here class A. Now, in this particular class, I'm going to create one variable int x is equal to 10. Okay, public static void main. Fine. Now, very important point. If I create an object A1 is equal to new A, can you tell me what will happen? Object is created. Object's address is stored in what? A1. And inside that object, this variable x is loaded. Now, this variable x that you see purely, it is a copy of object A1. Okay. What do you mean by that? You will understand that now further. See, once again, if I write A2 is equal to new A, what will happen again? One more object is created, correct? That object's address is present in what? A2. Object's address is present in what? A2. And inside that object, again, variable x is loaded. Did you understand? Now, this variable x and this variable x, are they same or different? No, they are different. They are different. Are you understanding now? Why, sir? Now, that's what I said. This variable x belongs to A1. If I change the value of x from 10 to 20, this value will not change. Once the variable is loaded to the object, you modify the value of the variable in object A1, the value of x will not get modified in object A2. Did you understand? Yes. So these are the copies of variable that belongs to that particular object. Okay. Very, very important point. Keep this in mind. Okay. See this here. If I now want to explain this with a program, it is something like this. I created object A1. I'll print A1 dot X. It'll print 10. A1 dot X, I will change value to 20. What is the value here? Can you tell me? What is A1 dot X? 10. I'm changing that to 20. Right? Online students, right? I'm changing that to 20. I'm changing the value of X inside which object? A1. Now let me create another object. A2 is equal to new A. Again, this X is equal to 10 is getting loaded into it. Though I'm modifying the value here, this variable X is equal to 10 has no impact in A2. If I now print here, system dot out dot println A1 dot X, it's going to print 10. Did you understand? Everyone, execute and see. See, this is basically 10. So let's do one thing. Again, it should be A2 dot X. Here, we will now write system dot out dot println, and once again we'll print A1 dot X. Observe, when this line runs, output is 10. In A1, I'm changing value of X to 20. So A1 value got changed to, but A2 variable X value will still be 10. Did you understand? Yes. Everyone, online students, offline students, which means every time I'm creating an object, the variables present in that object, if the values or those variables are modified, the modification is applicable for that object, not other objects. Okay, that is what is going to happen here. Okay, so online students are all clear. Offline वालों का पता नहीं. Right? Let's write this point now. Point number 3. Let's write down point number 3. Here. Okay. Now please write this program. Make a note of this program, which demonstrates initially in A1 X value was 10. I'm modifying the value of X in A1. A1 dot X value got modified, but A2 value will not get modified. Okay. So the variable X in object A1, variable X in object A2 are different. You make changes, A1 dot X, A2 dot X will not change. They are different. So we'll keep again repeating these topics and we'll add more points to it later. Something about non-static we have understood so far. Okay. More points I will be discussing about non-static and static further. Okay. Let's continue. Now, the next thing, okay, we are going to look at is this. See this now. So for now, 3 points I've explained about non-static. We will discuss something about static. Then further more points I will explain about non-static later. Okay. So let's write the heading static. What is static? So one thing is very clear. Can I access non-static variable without creating object? Please tell me. Huh? For example, this is variable X. I'm not creating object here. System dot out dot println. Am I creating object? No. How did you know I'm not creating object? How do you know I'm not creating object? Can you tell me? I'm not using any new keyword. If I run, what should I get here now? Error. If you want to access non-static member, object creation has to happen. See, you cannot access this variable without object creation. So add another point under non-static. Without creating object, non-static variable cannot be accessed. Add another point. What is that? What is that another point? Without creating object, non-static variable cannot be accessed. Without creating object, non-static variable cannot be accessed. Okay? Example, let's write this. Okay? Which means if you want to access non-static, what is first you will do? Create object. After creating object, you will access non-static. Okay? So, please write this example. Here, it is going to give you what? Error. See, DevOps class is not for you, which is going on. Yesterday, some people from your batch have joined DevOps classes 8:30 in the evening. That was the 14th class of DevOps. You will not understand. We'll start DevOps from the beginning. Wait till then. Okay? Clear? Okay. Now we can write the heading here. We can write the heading here. What? Static. Static. Point number one. Static. Static variables are created outside class, inside methods. Sorry. Outside, sorry, is created inside class and outside methods. Okay? What does it mean? Same thing. If I'm now creating a static variable, I have to create that somewhere here by adding a static keyword. Do you see that? By adding what? Static keyword. It has to be inside class, outside method. Correct? Run, there is no error. Because I've created the variable inside class, outside method, which is a static variable, there is no error. Observe, there is no error. If I now use this here, still it is inside class, but it is outside method. So will I get error? No, I'll not get any error. Got it? But moment I take this and create it inside a method, okay, I create it inside a method, it's going to give me an error. If I create it here, see, what am I getting here? I'm going to get an error here. I hope this part is clear. See, there's an error. So be careful. When you're creating a static variable, it has to be outside method, inside class. Read this point. Static variables are created inside class and outside methods. Next point is what? These variables belongs to class. Okay? These variables belong to what? Class. Now there are a lot of beginners here. One common mistake what beginners they do is, I'll show you, observe. So I'm going to now write system dot out dot println. Should I create object to access static member? No. Why? It does not belong to object. So what should I use here? Class name or object's address? Class name. What is the class name here? A. Okay, so I'll give you a class name A. Dot X. Terminate the statement with semicolon. Now when I run it, I'll get the output as what? I'll get the output as what here? 10. I got the output as what? 10. Now my question is, since the variable is static, can I change its value? 10. Can I change the value of static variable to 20? Please tell me. Online students? Huh? No. Can I change the value of X Because it is static, I cannot. You're wrong. That's what I said, right? Most of the beginners, what they do is they tell it is static and static values cannot be changed. See, what was the value of static? 10. I changed it to 20. What is it printing? That's not the meaning of static here. Static, it does not mean value cannot change. You can change the value of your static variables. Okay, be careful about it, guys. So let's write down these points. See, I'll repeat again. Wait. Okay. Now, what my question was, what is the value present in x? 10. Can I change its value to 20? Yes. Static, it does not mean the value 10 cannot be changed to 20. That's not the meaning of static here. I've seen many beginners, even computer science and information science students, they go wrong here. Okay? Be very careful. Static variable values can be changed. Did you understand that? So we, okay. So please write this program. Okay, so we'll stop here. The next class, I'm going to talk about stack and heap memory and further again garbage collector concept. Because yesterday I explained something about garbage collector, but you cannot further understand garbage collector without stack and heap. So tomorrow's lecture, we people are going to understand what is stack memory, what is heap memory, and why this is required. What is the purpose of it? We'll try to understand that. Okay? Was today's class clear, all of you? Yes. See, for admission related things, you will have to contact the staffs directly, right? How to take admission, what it is, everything. You have to please call this number directly. Call 9632629033. You see this number? DevOps is a part of your syllabus. Don't worry. Okay, you have to call that number. See, point is they will not give you any technical information. They're not technical guys. Fees management, class is there, class is not there, only that information will come. Okay? Is this clear? Admin behavior is not good. देखो वो सिर्फ इंफॉर्मेशन देंगे, आपको इंफॉर्मेशन लेना है, राइट? अपने को काम से काम मतलब रखना है, अपने को पढ़ाई करना है, अपने को जॉब लेना है बस. इज दिस क्लियर? राइट? क्योंकि देखो क्या होता है ना, उनको बैक टू बैक कॉल्स आते रहते हैं. आप समझो क्या होता है, आप जैसे ही बात कर रहे हो कम से कम 5 मिस कॉल रहेगा, राइट? बैक टू बैक स्टूडेंट्स कॉल्स विल कम. एक दिन में कुछ नहीं तो मतलब 100-150 कॉल्स आ जाते. प्रॉब्लम इज दैट. सो नाउ व्हाट हैपेंस इज you have to understand, okay, the things. See, it's like strictly they will not do marketing. It's not about they're not serious about taking admission. The rule in my office is no marketing to take admission. Are you understanding? So they will not convince you, neither I will convince. Yesterday only I've told this very clearly. Whoever is interested, they will start joining. We will not even call and do the follow. Okay, this is our policies. So they will not convince you on the call. See, you will tell something, then say, yeah, yeah, 100% job guarantee. Yeah, 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 ये हो जाएगा, वो हो जाएगा. Right? So what happens is, I'll tell you, results are kept transparently. Every day we have placements happening. Offline people, every day are you seeing placed candidates? Till the end, you will see every day placed candidates coming here. Right? Every Saturday, alumni meets will happen. Right? And the point is, okay, once you are here in the class, it's only me and you. That's it. I'm your trainer, you're my students, I'll train you, you will learn, we will get job. That's it. Okay, no other thing. Okay, this is what is going to happen. Till you get job, the placement supports will be given. Very important thing, genuine drives will be there. ये चीज मैं बोल देता हूँ क्योंकि फेक ड्राइव्स नहीं होगा. हाँ, क्योंकि सबसे ज्यादा फेक ड्राइव्स के मुद्दा कैसे होता है, 5,000 दे के फेक एचआर को लेके आ सकता हूँ मैं. करेक्ट. ड्राइव कंडक्ट करके इंस्टाग्राम पे फेक फोटो बना के चिपका दूंगा. मोबाइल नंबर्स कहाँ है प्लेस्ड कैंडिडेट्स के. इफ द कैंडिडेट इज प्लेस्ड आई शुड हैव द मोबाइल नंबर्स. इफ द कैंडिडेट इज प्लेस्ड इंस्टीट्यूट में दिख क्यों नहीं रहा है. राइट. पांच पांच अगर किसी को 500 रुपया दे के स्टेज पे बुला दिया तो फर्स्ट डे जब नया बैच चालू हो रहा है 500 रुपया दे के ऐसे ही उनको स्टेज पे बुला दिया, ही इज प्लेस्ड एंड दैट इज द लास्ट डे यू विल सी प्लेस्ड कैंडिडेट्स. उसके बाद आपको प्लेस्ड कैंडिडेट्स इंस्टीट्यूट में दिखेगा ही नहीं. If the candidates are placed, the contact numbers are important. Point number one. Point number two, right, is you can interact with the placed candidates face to face. So every Saturday 11:30, I will keep one alumni meet. Will invite the candidate. जो क्वेश्चन आता है पूछो उनसे. आपको पता चल जाएगा मेरा स्टूडेंट है या नहीं. सिर्फ स्टेज पे आके नहीं जाएगा. Okay? You can interact with them, ask whatever questions you wish to ask them. Fine? The next very important thing is whether it is gap, you're a fresher. That doesn't matter for placements. Because most of the people here who are here, I can say most of them, their friends are placed. That is the reason they're attending the classes. Yes? Some or the other friends of yours are placed. Do you agree with that? Yes, see? Sir, see? That all we will see that. Dual employment issues, how to handle that. See, whether we have to search for jobs for ourselves, whether you will provide interview calls. See, I'll tell you one very important thing. For me, placements is important. That's it. Okay. My statistics last 2 years, I've got 4,000 numbers of candidates placed. Hisab laga lo. Okay, how much? 4,000 candidates placed. Every day I've got 5, sometimes 8 candidates getting job. Clear? Right now, how did these guys they get placed? That's not my question. My question is, what is their package? Did they genuinely get placed? Are they getting interview calls? I will use a 360-degree approach. Campus drives are only marketing strategies. See, 2 job openings. Correct. For that, I will make 500 people attend interview. For 2 job opening, 2 will get selected. 498 people rejected. These 2 people selected, add another extra 0, make fake photos and put that on Instagram. If you ask them for contact numbers, go check on Instagram. 12th fail. You watch movie 12th fail? जो आईएएस ऑफिसर का फोटो लगा दिया, जैसे ही आईएएस ऑफिसर बन गया उसका फोटो लेके इंस्टीट्यूट में चिपका दिया. देखा है ना. तो फोटो लगाना बड़ी बात नहीं है. ओके. So we want placements. This is important. Okay, we have to take proper approach for it, proper learning for it. Okay, and you will see daily here the candidate. Your friends are placed. Yes. What's his package? 13 LPA, 8 LPA. Your friend is placed. Who else? 18 LPA. इसीलिए फर्स्ट बेंच में बैठा देखो. जब 18 LPA लगा वो अपने आप फर्स्ट बेंच में बैठा हुआ. Yes or no? Online people also. Majority of the guys here, right? See, my brother 8 LPA. इसका सौरभ का भाई प्लेस्ड हुआ है विद 8 LPA. और मेरे पास फुल रीएडमिशन है. बैंगलोर का ऐसा कोई अकेडमी बचा नहीं है जिसके मेरा रीएडमिशन नहीं है मेरे पास. हर एक अकेडमी का रीएडमिशन फाइल मेरे कैबिन में विद कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर. राइट. यू टॉक अबाउट जे स्पाइडर्स, मेरे पास भरे इतने रीएडमिशन है जे स्पाइडर से. हाँ, क्यू स्पाइडर से. हाँ, रीजॉइन किया था क्या. हाँ, रीजॉइन किया था इसका भाई जे क्यू स्पाइडर से रीजॉइन किया था. वी हैव पीपल फ्रॉम कोड नेस्ट, वी हैव पीपल फ्रॉम टैप अकेडमी. From which place you want, you tell me, I'll give you data. Chapter close. Is this clear? प्लेसमेंट 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 करके कोर्स नहीं बिगाड़ना है। पहले हम पढ़ाई करेंगे अच्छे से, फिर जब प्लेसमेंट देंगे 10 इंटरव्यू में एक ऑफर लेटर निकलना चाहिए। अब मेरे पास कोई कोई बच्चे आते बोलते 100 इंटरव्यूज दिया और एक ऑफर नहीं निकाल पाया। तो 100 इंटरव्यू क्यों दिया? और ट्रेनिंग के बाद अगर 100 इंटरव्यूज देके क्लियर नहीं कर पा रहे तो ट्रेनिंग क्यों लिया? ओके, राइट। सो 3 मंथ्स तो हो चुका है। ओके, 3 मंथ्स हो चुका है। ओके, he has already joined the company, he is now in Bangalore. Okay, so you will find lot of people here, whoever is here, majority of them are nothing but people placed, recommended, people join, and like this only every batch I've got 100 number joining online offline and recorded classes put together. Okay, so कितने, सी पॉइंट यहाँ पे ये है, पढ़ाई करो अच्छे से। पढ़ाई नहीं करोगे तो कुछ नहीं होने वाला है। ओके, बेस्ट ऑफ लक गाइस, यू विल हैव ऑल दीज डाउट्स टिल द एंड। बट ऑफलाइन वाले बच्चों का डाउट्स चला जाएगा, क्योंकि एवरी डे यू आर गोइंग टू सी प्लेस्ड कैंडिडेट्स, एंड ऑनलाइन वालों को भी इंटरेक्ट करवाएंगे, डोंट वरी। हम जब अलुमनाई मीट करेंगे, इन दैट अलुमनाई मीट यू कैन इंटरेक्ट विद द प्लेस्ड कैंडिडेट्स, विच विल हैपन दिस सैटरडे 11:30। और अब से अलुमनाई मीट एवरी सैटरडे होगा, एवरी सैटरडे 11:30। ठीक है, हर सैटरडे हम इंटरेक्ट करेंगे, हर सैटरडे इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चंस पता चलेगा, जिससे हमें पता रहेगा हमें क्या पढ़ना है। करेक्ट, वी विल अंडरस्टैंड दैट व्हाट वी हैव टू स्टडी। एंड आई एम टेलिंग यू द डेवऑप्स क्लासेस दैट आई एम गोइंग टू गिव यू, ट्रस्ट मी, इट विल बी वन ऑफ द बेस्ट क्लासेस आपको मिलने वाला है। ओके, इवन इफ यू आर स्पेंडिंग 1.5 lakhs rupees, there are people charging 1.5 lakhs rupees for DevOps course, उससे ज्यादा सिलेबस रहेगा। ओके, वेरी नाइस वे आई एम गोइंग टू कवर एंड गिव यू डेवऑप्स, जिसमें सारे AWS सर्विसेज, डेवऑप्स टूल्स, एटलीस्ट एक 17 से 18 टूल्स हम सीखेंगे। कंप्लीट ऑटोमेशन ऑफ डिप्लॉयमेंट वी पीपल आर गोइंग टू वर्क ऑन, एंड ऑन द अदर साइड डेवलपमेंट। इफ पीपल आर नॉट एबल टू लर्न कोडिंग, एटलीस्ट डेवऑप्स सीख के जॉब ले सकते हो, पैरेलल प्लान। पीपल आर एबल टू लर्न, कंबाइन बोथ full stack with DevOps, that will give you more visibility in the profile. Okay, so that is how it is. Huh? Already people are placed, right? Fresher 2024, there is no differentiation here. In interviews, we will basically all attend equally. Approach is different, but placements is guaranteed. Okay. Hmm. So you're not 2024 then, you're going to be 2025. See, in this case, you will, by the time I complete the course, by then your degree should get over. Feb, March, April, May, June, right? July, my course will get over somewhere in July. Okay, July mid, the degree will get over. Then we can sit in placements. Degree is required. Year of pass out is not mandatory. उतना criteria तो होगा, right? Percentage is not a criteria. Year of pass out is not a criteria. I'll talk about all that in my classes. That how we can tackle all this. You need not give aptitude test, mathematical aptitude, written test, mathematics वाला. You need not give that. और वो सारी चीज़ें रीजनिंग वगैरह जो भी, ये सब स्किप हो जाएगा। डायरेक्ट टेलीफोनिक टेक्निकल HR राउंड डन, इंटरव्यू डन। ठीक है, इज इज क्लियर? दिस ऑल फॉर्मेट विल नॉट बी देयर वेर वी विल कॉल 500 पीपल, मेक देम सेट, गिव रिटर्न टेस्ट, फिर बोलेंगे तुम फेल होगे, तुम फेल होगे, तुम फेल होगे, फिर उसमें 2 लोग सेलेक्टेड है, वो सब नहीं होगा। ओके, 2013 डजेंट मैटर। ओके, कोडिंग राउंड वी विल टेक। डू हैव टू कम ऑफलाइन फॉर प्लेसमेंट्स? नो, you can attend the placements from anywhere. Okay, anywhere you can attend, as long as you're prepared. Give interview anywhere. Our students are working in every part of India. Today we have students in every company. PSS student, IBM, CGI, definitely you will find them. Okay, so you, if you're from Mumbai, give interview in Mumbai. If you are basically from Pune, give interview in Pune. Noida, give in Noida. People want to give in Bangalore, give in Bangalore. Correct? Yeah. So it all depends on your preparation strategy. Some people will ask, can I give outside India? Yes. Yes, why not? Right? At least on DevOps, yes. Coding, I would suggest at least work in a company for 1 or 2 years, then try outside India. But DevOps, definitely yes. You can apply for jobs outside India on DevOps, right? Because DevOps is easy. Coding, I always suggest is first work in Indian based companies for 1 or 2 years, then try outside. But if you go for DevOps, no, you can also apply for placements outside India. Okay, there are companies where they hire from US and they make you work from India, work from home. Yes, there are companies like this. They don't have an office, but they're hiring and making them work from home from India. But only thing is, the timings will be night. Okay, already started for sir. You have already started DevOps for a batch. No, some people have been seeing those lectures in YouTube, I think. Yeah. How many people have watched those lectures in YouTube? DevOps? Okay. No issues. We'll take live again all those lectures because from today YouTube पे lectures नहीं होगा. Right? काफी lectures अपने YouTube पे दे दिया. अभी YouTube पे जावा का रहेगा जो भी मैं डेमो ले रहा हूँ. DevOps का उतना ही. Okay, 14 classes have taken it on YouTube. अब बाकी सारा आज से ऐप में होने वाला है. Okay, right. Bye guys. Take care. We'll